What's going on, guys? Blockhead here. We're playing some Minecraft. You'll notice this is the NSG Nether Hub, but we're flying around in it, so obviously something's up. Here's the deal. We're in creative mode because this is single player. I don't know if I ever fully explained it, but of course the old Nether Hub's gone. We had to start with a new map on NSG because the map was too big to load in. So here we are. We're building the thing, and did have another big project going, but now this is taking precedent. But it's not gonna take near as long as it would if I was actually gathering materials and stuff. You'll see this was the one that I originally completed. This one I just did, and this took me several hours to do. This took me all of 10 or 15 minutes. Because what I'm doing, you can see all I'm doing, I'm able to use MC Edit now. I'm able to use a little bit of everything, so I can just go in and just, with MC Edit, just basically take the work I've already done and copy and paste it. But this is, I copied all this in and I shouldn't have. That was a mistake. So I'm going to go through and knock all this out, probably, and just use regular creative to do all that, because I don't know, I just don't want to don't want to mess this up if I go in and try and do that in MC Edit. But basically, long story short, what I'm going to be able to do, and I figured I'd use this as an opportunity. I'm using some MC Edit, and I figured I'd use this as an opportunity to just kind of show you guys how to use MC Edit. I'm going to go over a few basic tools. I'm not really going to get into it too much, but tell you what, on massive builds like this, it saves you a ton of time. I'll give you a perfect example. This one is the one I built originally, and what I would have to do if I was just going to build it in creative, I'd have to come over here, look at how I did this, and copy to an exact replica of this. But instead, what I'm going to be able to do is select this section, copy it, swing it over here, or click a button called mirror to make a mirror image of that, come over here and paste it over here, and then I'm done. All I gotta do is go in and do a few touch-ups. I think this is off slightly, so I'll have to touch this up in here, make it match up perfect, but pretty much that's all I gotta do. And it turns a project that would take hours and hours into maybe a 30-minute or an hour-long project versus 6 or 8 hours. So really, really nice. And then once we get done with that, we're going to start messing with these walls and also these sections up here, try to figure out how to fix that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump over into MC Edit. We'll go over exactly how to just copy and paste something in MC Edit, and kind of how to select some things, just different little tricks of the trade that I've learned as I've played around with it. So I'll see you guys over in MC Edit. See you soon. Alright guys, here we are in MC Edit, and the first thing that I've done is I've jumped into this MC Edit. So you can see I can create a new world, load a new world. What we're going to want to do here, I can see my world here, but let's click on this. Typically you'll click load world and it'll give you a list. This links with your Minecraft, so everything that's in Minecraft will be in this. So I know that the world I want to use is my nether world. That's what it's called, because that's what Skater called it whenever he saved it. Here we are. And what I'm going to do, what I found the easiest way to navigate through this, if you pay attention, you're going to move really, really fast. So I usually right click, and what that allows you to do, you hold your right click button down and it allows you to look around. Then you can use your W to move forward, S, A, and D, all those regular buttons that you use in Minecraft to fly around just like you're in creative mode. And all you have to do is turn the mouse and go wherever you want, which I'm moving really fast. You guys may not even be able to see where I'm going. But you'll notice it looks a whole lot different than it does in normal Minecraft, just because we got different types. There's so many blocks that have been added to the game. It just doesn't, see these steps, they're actually turned upside down. It doesn't render that. Graphically, you almost can't even tell what's going on. This purple is actually nether quartz, which they don't have a texture for. So, you know, that gives you kind of an idea. But still holding right click, going around. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to do a simple copy and paste. And what I do on this, well, it's a copy and paste, but then we're going to mirror the image. This here is an exact replica of this, but just facing the opposite direction. So the first thing we're going to do is come down here. Looks like right, and what I'm doing, I'm scrolling in and out on my third mouse wheel. I hold right click and scroll in and out on that. That allows me to scroll in and out and select a specific block. So what I'm going to do, you can see this is the block behind it. Here's the one that's right on it. That's where I want to be. I'm going to come over and I want to be over here on this block. You can see it gives you right there in the middle. It gives you, my width is 9, length and height are both 1. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to come all the way over here. I know I want to be at width 9, which is pretty simple to select. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go, again, I'm scrolling in and out on my mouse 3 button, which is just, well, scrolling out in the mouse wheel. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go all the way up to where I know, like here I'm selecting just right below the top, don't have quite enough. Here I've just barely got enough. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to scroll on up further away from myself and select that right there. What that's going to do, that's going to give me a selection of this entire area. You can see I've even selected all the way down to here. Kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at here. So I've got that place selected. All I want to do is bring it over and put it right smack dab in the same place, but on this side. The hardest part of this is figuring out exactly where it goes. I have a general idea, or I know exactly where it goes, so that should help out a lot. I'm going to want the very edge of that box right in this area. You see where that box is? So right in here. So I'm going to want the very edge of that box, I believe. Yes, that's where I'm going to want it. See, that's going to match up perfectly. I take that back. I'm going to want one block over further. So here, and then I'm going to put the other one smack dab right on that. So what we're going to do from this point is I've got the box selected, and at this point, you can drag it in and out. See, I can drag this out and back in. I can move that around to really get it, tone it into exactly where I want it. However, I've got it exactly where I want it. I don't want to move anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click copy. And what that's going to do, you can see up here in the upper right hand corner of my screen, it's got the section that I have copied. And once I've copied that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here on the right side and click paste. And that's going to give me an exact replica within the map. But you can see if I go over here and I'm trying to put it in, it's going to be backwards. So what we're going to use in this circumstance, which I'm going to go over this stuff a little bit more. Maybe we'll do a couple of MC edit videos off and on, just depending on what you guys want. If it seems like you guys really want to see more of these, I may go ahead and do a few videos on exactly how to use MC edit and some of the tricks I use in my builds. It's actually really nice to be able to use MC edit in this one because I was originally building it all in survival and that was just rough. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click this. Well, we're going to use the hotkey just because. I'm going to hit G. Ooh, never mind. We're not going to hit G. We're just going to click on mirror. What that should do, I don't know if it did. Maybe we didn't click it all the way. Let's hold. What is he? What are you doing to me? Should fit over in here. Hold right click and hit G. No, that still does that same thing. Why does it have a hotkey that doesn't work? Alright, we're going to click mirror. Guys, I don't know what the heck's going on. Let's get out of that. I'm doing something wrong. Okay. We're going to do copy, and then I think we're going to do, well, we can't select mirror. paste. Let's go ahead and put it in where it belongs. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I've done this. I really want to get it right. Let's go ahead and put it in where it belongs. Well, hell, we can't even tell where it belongs. We don't know how many blocks needs to go up. We can always put it in and see if this works. I think do that and then click mirror. Mirror. Well, I have done this before and I'm totally confused as to why it doesn't work. Anyway guys, here's what we're going to do. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. You guys are probably raging at me right now trying to figure it out while recording. But what we're going to do, we're going to click rotate. And that's going to put it on this one, the one we did the first time. But then we're going to click rotate again. What that'll do, that'll give us exactly what we need. I was really hoping to do it the other way because I think a lot of my quartz stairs and things like that are going to be backwards when I do it this way. But oh well, not a biggie. Now, what I've got, I'm going to try and place this as best I can right where I want it. Looks good. And thought I got right where I wanted, but I didn't. You can see right now this box is turned green, but what I wanted, I'm like, well, crap, I'm at least 2 blocks off because I wanted to copy and paste it right here where this other one is. No worries, guys. You can click on a face. If I hold this face, I can move it, away from me and to me. Whatever face you're on, you can move. I can click this face and move side to side, up and down. If I click this face, I can move side to side, up and down. But what we're going to do, we know where we want to be. So what I'm going to do, get here, try and line this up. I'm going to click on closest face to me, and then boop, and one more. There, right where I want it. See, you can see the line is right in this area, right where I wanted it, just the same as where this one was, and that should put me right where I want to be. I'll probably have to clear out some of these. No, that'll be good. The air blocks will transfer. Got this. It looks like it falls right where I wanted it, I think. And then you got to check side to side. I'm lining up right there and right there. Now, once you've got everything into place, all you got to do is click enter. You can click this button down here called import, but I'm just going to click enter. What that's going to do, that's going to bring that in, and you see how that works? Right here, got what I wanted, got what I wanted. Awesome. That's awesome stuff. Now, what I'm going to do, you can see right down here it says 1 unsaved edit out of everything. So I haven't saved this yet. Looks like it's in the right place. What I'm going to do now that, typically I'd go into the other world and before I saved it, or I'd go ahead and make this other edit. But here's my concern: I don't want to put this one in, then end up putting this edit in wrong, and then have to, go back and fix everything and whatnot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit Control and then S. That's going to save everything that I've just done and get that into this map. So now it's saved into the map. I can't change. The only way I can change it is to go back in and actually edit it. So better hope I like it. Now we've got this area selected. I'm going to pretty much, rather than select something else, I don't have to select anything else. All I have to do is hit copy this section, and then I've got it copied. I'm going to click paste, and then I'm going to click rotate. Now that's going to rotate it on around and give me this section here. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Here's the problem. If I did that, this section selects all the way down into this area. These are a little different. You can see I had to edit this, fix this one back after I did it. You can even see in here where I copied a bunch into there. What we're going to do, we're only going to copy it down to a certain point, down to where it hits here, because if not, I'm going to come all the way down to my steps, ruin my steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down if I can get into the right position. That's sometimes the hardest part. Come down into this position, and what I can do, I can move this section up until it hits a certain point, and I know that I want it to be right in, I believe it was right in here. That'll put me right at the height I need to be. Let's check that. So you can see if I run across this roof, I'm right where I need to be here. Don't want to come any further down than that because I'll just have to delete it anyway. We're right in the same area. We're going to go ahead and click paste or copy to get that section, and click paste, and then we're going to rotate it once, and that's going to give me, wham, give me the exactly what I need. We're just going to go through the same steps. I'm not going to go through any. I'm going to go ahead and line this one up exactly how I need it, and that should fit perfect right where I want it, and we should be good. I'm going to hit enter to import it, or you can always click down here. Well, before it said import in here. So now I can come up here and check, am I in the right spot? Yes, everything looks to match up. I'm going to go ahead and save that change. Hit Control S. And one thing you can see, guys, I did that in just a matter of minutes while explaining it, versus it would have taken me at least a couple of hours to place all that in block by block. Now the only thing I have to do is come back in and make the necessary edits here to bring it up where it was different than the other one. That'll take me another 10 or 15 minutes, something like that, and I'll be totally done. So really great. MC Edit is an absolutely amazing tool. I might go through, once I get done with my next project, I got a big project I'm working on now that truthfully there's no way in hell I could have ever done it without MC Edit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump out of here, jump back into Minecraft, getting creative, and show you guys exactly what this looks like after it's been copied and pasted. So see you guys. Alright, we're back in creative, and you can see it worked, but not quite right. The way these things work, and I had the same issue over here, when I rotate it, since the quartz block is a fairly new block, it doesn't update the same way everything else does. You can see my sandstone stairs and everything look perfect. My nether brick stairs look perfect. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Apparently I'm tired. You can see, rotate this around once and twice, and for some reason I'm all goofed up over here. It happens. So, little things like this, I'm just gonna go through, make my changes, no big deal. It's something, yeah, it's not perfect, but compare this to going through and rebuilding the entire thing. Let's see, I'll be done here in just a few seconds here. Oh, let's go ahead and oops. We're good. So yeah, now I'm pretty much already done. I got 2 more blocks to place, and boom, and boom. Now you see how fast that was compared to rebuilding the whole thing. So yeah, it looks really, really great. I'm really loving this. Seeing it all come together is just awesome. Some of you guys may be a little bit bummed about the server having to, losing the map and everything, but truthfully, the only thing I'm bummed about is oh, these are wrong. We'll have to work on this. No, that's right. That's right. I'm just crazy. Truthfully, the best thing that could have happened for the Nether Hub was for the server to get all goofed up, because truthfully, guys, I was getting real burnout on Nether Hub, because for me, you come up with a really cool design, you do it once, and then repeating it again and again and again is just, I mean, it gets really old after a while and not a whole lot of fun. So, you know, I'm glad that we could finally get, let's see, yeah, that's how I want it. Oops. I'm glad that we could finally get everything worked out, and that, you know, Skater was able to get me what I needed in order to finish this build. Not a big deal. I'm glad it all worked out the way it did. Truthfully, I would have liked it if we could have kept the old server. It would have been nice. Had a lot of cool stuff going, but you know, let's just leave it in the past and make a real good series from here on out. I need to make some signs. This is not gonna work. I want to make some signs across here. We'll figure that out. This pretty much concludes what we had to do. I've still got a lot of work to do on this, guys. I just wanted to do a real quick video to say, you know, we're working on it. We're going to get it done, and I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. Another thing that I was working on, see how I've got this here? This whole area is coming out, and we're going to build something under here. We're going to have a big glass dome. You'll probably end up sitting somewhere around in this area, and oh, we can bust this now. Nobody needs it. What's going to happen is you're going to end up sitting somewhere right around in this area, just standing on a platform. There's going to be glass all around, and you can just look through the entire nether. So you may have thought it was a little bit unnecessary to do what I did over here with clearing everything out, but you know, the pillar came all the way out to here, and it would have blocked your view of everything in here. So it was really, really cool to clear that out. What I'll probably end up doing is going into MC Edit and clearing out a lot more of this so you can see more now that I have the capability of doing that. So that'll be really cool. And we'll, you know, probably clean up the bottom here where it's all just crazy and goofy and got all the, I don't know, it looks kind of cool. We'll figure it out. But guys, as always, I'll see you next time for the next episode of Blockhead Builds. See you guys later.